permanent secretaries, PS Das and PS Forestry, members of the 2020 Fiji Agriculture Census, National Steering Committee, partners, stakeholders, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, beloved Naka to you all. First of all, I would like to sincerely thank you and your team. Please convey my personal appreciation to my colleague, our Honorable Minister, for the continuous support to our ministry, Ministry of Agriculture, with regard to the 2020 Fiji Agriculture Census PS. Ladies and gentlemen, our coordinated effort to pursue this initiative clearly indicates how much we value and acknowledge timely and quality statistics as one of the significant components of policy making. Without quality data, relevant data, and timely data, policy making will be very weak, and in fact, policy making could be ineffective. And that is why policy making must be based on recent, correct, and relevant data. The different types of data, you have time series data, cross-sectional data, and census deals with cross-sectional data, data collected on a particular or a number of variables on a particular point in time, in a particular geographical space. That's what census is. It's a descriptive survey. I'm honored and delighted this evening as we approach the eve of the 2020 Agriculture Census data collection period to deliver my statement. And I hope it will guide and boost the confidence of our officers who are preparing to go out to the field from 10th to the 29th of February to collect data on this census exercise. Ladies and gentlemen, agriculture, which includes crop, livestock, fisheries, and forest. Census is no doubt one of the significant data collection exercises undertaken throughout the world, especially in developing countries where farming activities is key to sustainable livelihood. It is no easy task. When people talk about census, immediately they realize how large, how daunting the task is. Census collates important agriculture information that will ensure better planning and formulation of appropriate strategies for the relevant sector. In this case, it's agriculture, fisheries, and forestry. It will allow our government to analyze and measure the impact of this intervention across time. So, any policy making to intervene in a particular geographical area or particular sector will require relevant data about that particular area or that particular sector. And that's the key objective of this census, is to assist us, the policymakers, to make relevant, timely, and effective interventions. And to do that, we will need immediate recent data. Policymakers at national and international level, those developing investment strategies to enhance economic development, may face challenges with the changing face of agriculture in the 21st century. While agriculture is the primary source to feed, clothe, and provide materials of fuel and housing for growing population, the challenge is at the same time to lift millions of people out of poverty and hunger, reduce the impact of agriculture and environment, and global warming, and sustain water and land resources. These are the issues that go beyond national boundaries. Improvement of agriculture statistics initiative provide the vision for national and international statistical systems to produce basic data and information to guide decision making required for the 21st century. Ladies and gentlemen, allow me to briefly share with you an overview of the 2020 Fiji Agriculture Census. As most of us present here today might be aware, that census of agriculture is conducted on an average around every 10 years. And in Fiji, we had census in 1968, 78, 1999, 1991, and 2009. The upcoming census will be the fifth one, starting Monday, All 4 previous censuses that I've just highlighted were conducted on a sample basis. And this time around, I'm glad to inform that it will be a full coverage of the rural area, including part of peri-urban area, selected urban villages where agriculture is practiced. Government, through a cabinet approval, had allowed for the implementation of the 2020 Agriculture Census with a total budget of $4.5 million. This approval spearheaded the preparation for the 2020 Agriculture Census with the aim of successfully achieving its immediate objective. One is to establish baseline data on the structure of the Fiji's agriculture sector and provide a frame for the future agriculture census and surveys. So this particular data that we obtain will also allow us to see structural shift within the agriculture sector vis-a-vis when we compare with the previous data. It will help us to improve Fiji's agriculture and rural statistics systems capacity to generate quality agriculture data. It will provide timely and quality evidence for planning and policy decision making for the sector. It will enable monitoring of the progress of the sector towards the achievement of the SDG goals. The 2020 Fiji Agriculture Census is an integrated census of all 4 agriculture subsectors, namely the crop sector, which includes the sugarcane as well, livestock, fisheries and forests. And this platform guides the formation of the National Steering Committee, whose members are made up of the executive officers of the ministries that administer these subsectors: Ministry of Agriculture, Ministry of Fisheries, Ministry of Forestry and Ministry of Sugar. Also part of the National Steering Committee are close stakeholders such as the Ministry of Rural and Maritime Development, Ministry of Economy, Fiji Bureau of Statistics, Ministry of Women, Ministry of Ethnic Affairs and Ministry of Health. Technical officers from all these ministries and stakeholders were members of the technical working group that helped design the census questionnaire and methodology for the 2020 survey. Ladies and gentlemen, through ongoing discussions, consultations, preparation, I am grateful and sincerely appreciate the technical assistance and expert guidance of the United Nations Food and Agriculture Organization, who have been our partner in the organization and implementation of this very important exercise. It is exciting to note that this will be the first 4 officers engaged to collect data through the use of computer-assisted personal interviewing system on tablets. So rather than basically filling up a lengthy questionnaire, the enumerators will be having a tablet which will have the questionnaire built in there, and basically the enumerators will be filling the data on the tablet while interviewing the enumerator. And there are 700 tablets that will be used by our enumerators. The adoption of this new technology in agriculture census will substantially improve the quality and transparency of data collection, shorten the time for data processing, and quickly disseminate results for census data users. Across the world, some countries are leading this global trend, and Fiji is now joining them. I'm sure we are all very proud to be part of this revolutionary move. The Bureau of Statistics adopted this tool in the conduct of the 2017 Population and Housing Census, and the agriculture statistics system is just excited to be part of that chain. Ladies and gentlemen, let me assure you that the designing of the questionnaire of the 2020 census underwent continuous consultations and series of activities to ensure that we formulate the perfect questions that will enable us to achieve the objective of the census and improve our agriculture statistical database. Reference document 2009 Census Questionnaire, 2017 Population and Housing Census, World Agriculture Census Guideline. Meeting with line ministries to identify their data needs, numerous technical working group meetings, questionnaire test with ministry staff, questionnaire field pre-tests, consultation with our local academics from FNU and USP, pilot census over the period of 4 to 8 November last year, and final amendment before census personnel training. Ladies and gentlemen, I also want to highlight today that this will be the first agriculture census where the ministry will be engaging officers from outside of government as enumerators as well. There will be a total of 430 enumerators who will be deployed to collect data. These enumerators will be assisted by 121 field supervisors, 110 area coordinators who are existing officers of the Ministry of Agriculture, Fisheries, forests, rural maritime, and Etoke affairs. All field operations will be coordinated from the census centers that have been set up across the region, and I want to highlight that this infrastructure setup will ensure establishment and improvement of connectivity amongst the officers who will be getting data and connect with the supervisors in the local area to ensure that if there's any doubts, they can immediately get clarified. Government through the Ministry of Agriculture, Fisheries and Forests can only improve and change its current agriculture services, create new agriculture programs for farming assistance that best suits farmers' need, and provide specific agriculture technical advice, and reach out to farmers if there is a quality information available. Let me conclude by encouraging all of us to take ownership of the 2020 Fiji Agriculture Census, be proud of it, and work together to produce better results and continue to pursue the improvement of agriculture statistics system to ensure that all necessary needed information are recorded on time and no one is left behind. I take this opportunity to call upon all farmers to assist us in providing correct responses and data to the enumerators who will visit you over the period 10th to 29th February, and make yourself available as well, so that we can better understand the agriculture sector for policy making that will affect you all. To our officers who will be out in the field for data collection exercise, Fiji agriculture sector needs your total commitment and diligence, and remember that good coverage ensures quality data, and patience while you are interviewing the farmers is very important in this critical exercise. With this word, I wish to thank you, and I look forward to this particular exercise starting next week, Monday, and concluding on 29th. And of course, we look forward to having a feel of the data, and using it for policy making, so that we are able to better understand and deal with the critical issues that is facing our agriculture sector, as well as assist us in lifting and getting the agriculture to grow at a rate at which we stated in our strategic plan. Thank you, Naka.